Hello and welcome back to the Soccer Brothers Podcast. This is episode number 35. I'm your host, Sahil, and as always, I'm joined by my brother, Nihal. How are you doing, Nihal?
Wow, that was very enthusiastic. I'm doing pretty well, man. First, we want to apologize for not having an episode last week. Some things came up, but we're back, and we're better than ever.
We are better than ever. We've got a lot to talk about today. A lot of big picture stuff, but there's a lot of big news. Guess what I'm wearing right now, Nihal?
An Ambitious Strike shirt?
That would be correct. If you want to check out Ambitious Strike merchandise, then go to ambitiousstrike.com. There you can get a 15% off on your entire purchase using the code BROTHERS.
Yep, go check out ambitiousstrike.com. That's AMBITIOUSSTRYK.com. Make sure to go check them out and use the code BROTHERS at checkout for a 15% off discount on your entire order. As always, all of that information will be in the description. Go check them out, guys.
Yeah, why don't we get into the soccer right away? The U.S. women's national team qualified for the Olympics by beating Canada 2-0. Lindsay Horan and Tobin Heath were the goal scorers. Yeah,
I mean, they qualified the match before, but it was the finals of the Olympic qualifying tournament. Yep, and the U.S. women's national team had a pretty good time in this tournament. We saw the emergence of a few players like Mallory Pugh, Crystal Dunn scoring 5 goals in one game, tying a record. Alex Morgan seems to be back and healthy. He scored a hat-trick against, who was it? Was it Mexico? The match before Canada.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Was it Trinidad? I thought Canada. Oh no, Canada played Mexico, and the U.S. played Trinidad. Yeah. So Alex Morgan had a hat trick against Trinidad and Tobago. Like I said, Mallory Pugh, Crystal Dunn, Lindsay Horan, as you said, player of the tournament, fantastic. And it's important to remember that first, there's only 18 spots for the Olympic roster. That's very little. And on top of that, Abby Wambach has retired, Lauren Holiday has retired, and Megan Rapinoe was injured in this tournament. So for the U.S. women's national team to pick up where they left off after last summer's World Cup, to have a good tournament like this, to have a good showing is fantastic. And to integrate these younger players into the team is also fantastic. Hopefully, Mallory Pugh and Crystal Dunn, the two I keep on naming, make the team. Especially Pugh, who hasn't even played college soccer yet. She just committed to UCLA, which is crazy. And she was seems like an emerging star for the U.S. women's national team.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great tournament. The U.S. had 8 players named into the CONCACAF qualifying best 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And on the flip side, Canada had a good tournament, too. I don't know if you saw Christine Lilly's goal against, I think, Mexico. It was incredible. I mean, incredible. One of the best goals I've ever seen. They still have her up top. They have a couple of other younger players. And, I mean, they should be just fine in the Olympic tournament. It'd be exciting to see them in the final again, like we did 4 years ago. That crazy 4-3 win. Or in the gold medal match? I guess that's what it's called, right?
Yeah. Sorry. We'll definitely be talking about the U.S. women's national team ahead of the Olympics. Now, switching over to the U.S. men's national team and just this huge tournament in general that's happening over the summer with the 2016 Copa America Centenario. The groups were drawn. There's 3 groups, 12 teams. The U.S. was drawn into a group of the U.S., Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. Many dubbed it the Group of Death.
Wait. There are 4 groups. There are 16 teams in this tournament.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It won't be a Soccer Brothers episode.
Yeah, there's like 11 teams in CONMEBOL alone, yeah.
Right. Okay, so the U.S. obviously were in Group A. We knew that. And the big show on Fox Sports, too. There was a draw. U.S. got, as you said, Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. Definitely the hardest group. You want to list the other groups?
Yeah, Group B has Brazil, Ecuador, Haiti, and Peru. That group opens up with Brazil versus Ecuador. And then Group C, you got Mexico, Uruguay, Jamaica, Venezuela. And in Group D, you have Argentina, Chile, Panama, and Bolivia. the first game of the tournament will be the U.S. versus Colombia on June 3rd.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, it's not an easy group by any means. That being said, the U.S., the goal should be getting out of the group. It's not the World Cup group in 2014.
This is our soil, man. We are home.
That's true. Costa Rica, obviously a very, very good team, made it to the World Cup quarterfinals, but I still feel as if we should expect to do better than them. Paraguay not doing so hot right now. Not for the last few years, really. They are 42nd in the world. Not a great play style, I would say. More defensive. Obviously, there are 10 teams in CONMEBOL, by the way, and all of them qualified. They're a decent team. They have Derlis Gonzalez from Dynamo Kiev. He's a very good player. He can play on either side of the wing, or either wing. Excuse me. They also have Lucas Barrios, the striker. He plays in Brazil right now. So they're a decent team. Costa Rica, we know about them. Like I said, we should still be looking to beat them. They still do have players like Joel Campbell, Brian Oviedo, Oscar Duarte, Keylor Navas, Christian Gamboa from West Brom, Brian Ruiz. I mean, these are good players. In fact, every one of Costa Rica's starting lineup, or at least the starting lineup we think they'll have, everyone except for 2 players play in Europe, and 8 of them play in 8 of them play in Spain or England.
Wow.
Or 7 play in Spain or England. Oh no, 6. Sorry, 6 play in Spain or England. There's Giancarlo Gonzalez of Palermo and Brian Ruiz for Sporting Lisbon. They're a strong team. But like I said, I think our goal should be to beat them. And of course, Colombia. Colombia is Colombia. James Rodriguez leads the team. They also have Carlos Baca, Luis Mariel, Freddy Guarin. These players, these very, very good players. Maybe some MLS players get into the mix. Fabian Castillo. That'd be really cool to see Fabian Castillo play for the Colombian national team. But at first I was like, oh, here we go again, another tough group. But I think in terms of what we want out of this tournament, I think this is a good thing. I think it's a good thing to have a group like this and to really test ourselves. Obviously, it wouldn't be great for the program if we don't go through on home soil. I feel like there's going to be a lot of buzz around this tournament, especially if players like Leo Messi and Neymar are in America. So it'd be great for us to advance. But I think in terms of the program and setting benchmarks, as Jurgen Klinsmann likes to do, this is a good thing. I think being drawn to this group is a good thing. It's going to be a tough match. I can see us getting 7 points. I can see us getting 3 points, or even like 1 or 2 points. So it's sort of like the World Cup in that way.
I mean, I don't know if it's a good because on paper I think we're the 3rd best team in this group, but in most World Cup groups I would expect us to advance to the round of 16. So I don't think it would be bad. I don't think it would be bad to get like an easier group and then lose in like the quarterfinals.
No, I mean, obviously that's not bad, but I mean, I think it's worth it to play this type of competition, especially if we lose out in the Olympic qualifiers. Maybe if players like Christian Pulisic and Jordan Morris are there and they get that kind of experience, that's invaluable. Because, as much as I want to do well in this tournament, I'm glad we have an easier group in World Cup qualifying. Not that we should ever struggle qualifying for the World Cup, at least at this point in CONCACAF's history. But, I'm more grateful for that, and I'm glad we have this opportunity as a fan base to play Colombia in our first match. Since the World Cup, we haven't had that caliber of an opponent. So I'm excited in a meaningful match. Unless you want to include Mexico in the what was it called? What do they call it? The Gold Cup. Oh, the CONCACAF Cup.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I don't know. I want to see Jurgen Klinsmann play a different style of soccer. I don't want it to be like the Mexico match because we got absolutely dominated. We got played off the field. We were lucky to be in extra time.
If we were in Group D instead of Bolivia, don't you think that would be harder?
But Sahil...
No. Well, you said before... Sorry, we were, talking before this, and you said, this is, one of the hardest possible,
So we couldn't be in Bolivia's spot. We were in Pot A. We're the host of the tournament, so we're Group A, A1.
Right.
That means...
Yeah.
That means we could have drawn in Pot B, Colombia, Ecuador, Uruguay, or Chile. And Pot C, Costa Rica, Haiti, Jamaica, Panama. And Pot D, or Pot 4, 2, 3, 4, Paraguay, Peru, Venezuela, Bolivia. Pot 2, Colombia, Ecuador, Uruguay, Chile, all good teams. Ecuador on top of CONMEBOL qualifying right now. Colombia, obviously a very good team. Chile, the Copa America champions. Uruguay, players like Luis Suarez and others. Edson Cavani. So, it's always going to be a tough one there. You still have to say Ecuador is probably the easiest opponent. Pot 3, Costa Rica, clearly the hardest opponent. Haiti, Jamaica, Panama don't even come close to Costa Rica's level. And then obviously, Pot 4, sort of the bottom of CONMEBOL. They're all not great. I think probably Venezuela is the worst team though. So overall, it'll be an interesting tournament. I think if we had any other group, if we were any other groups play, or in any other, Pot A's team place, it would be an absolute failure if we didn't advance. But if we come in third and we lose on goal differential or by a point, I think people will be more understanding. That being said, I think it has to be our goal to get out. I don't think our goal can't be to compete. Do you agree?
Our goal should be to get out. I don't know. I think we would have to be playing above our talent level.
True or false? This group is harder. This group is harder than our World Cup group.
True.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
I guess it's possible.
I don't know how highly I rate Portugal, honestly.
I guess that's possible, yeah.
And then Ghana,
Ghana's better than Paraguay. Yeah, well, I guess maybe you're right. It's a tough group. It's definitely it's one of the worst case scenarios.
Because wouldn't you say that we're the second most talented group in Group G from the World Cup, but we're the third most talented team in this group?
You're the second most talented team in Group... No, you're the fourth most talented team. Talented?
In what?
In Group D of the World Cup?
G? Yeah.
Or Group G?
Okay. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Where do we have Andre Ayew or Sili Montari or Christian Atsu?
I think yeah, we didn't have players that played in Europe. Sure.
I think those guys start on the U.S. national team. At least at the time. Right now, Fabian Johnson will probably start on Ghana.
Clint Dempsey was a different player.
Yeah, Portugal.
Okay,
I don't know how you can say we're more talented than Portugal, though.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't really talking about individual talent, I guess.
Even aside from Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, I guess it's close, maybe.
No. Yeah, I guess we were the least talented team. I guess I just meant best, third.
I would say we were second best. I expected to get out of the group. I know you probably remember me saying that before the World Cup started.
I don't know if I expected it. I predicted that we would get second in the group, 4 points.
Nice.
But I didn't predict because.
We could have made it easier on ourselves by just beating Portugal. We don't really need to talk about the World Cup in depth. It's just, this not a great group, or not a great draw, but it's an exciting tournament. It's almost here, man. 4 months, not even 4 months away, 3.5 months away.
Yeah, definitely I'm excited. Do you want to predict the other groups?
Do I want to predict the other groups? Brazil and Ecuador go through, Mexico and Uruguay go through, and Argentina and Chile go through.
That's really exciting. Okay.
Do you see it playing out any differently?
Sure. I can see. Well.
I think Colombia and the U.S. get through in Group A.
So every Pot A and Pot B team.
Yeah. I usually don't do that, but I think it's a distinct possibility, and not even a distinct possibility. I think it's very probable. What other team?
Do you think Mexico has a surefire shot at qualifying?
Yeah, I think so. You think Jamaica maybe can compete? Venezuela's not that good. I think Mexico could win their group.
This is the first competitive tournament for Mexico in a while. So
there's the Gold Cup.
Or sorry, not in a while, since Miguel Herrera. So, we'll see how they do. They still beat us and everything.
Oh, that's true.
CONCACAF Cup, but
yeah.
Out of any Pot A team to fall, I would predict them to be the one.
Okay. Yeah, really? Not us?
Oh yeah, I forgot about us. Yeah. Sorry, I am totally yeah. And then I'll agree with you there. Then, so obviously, it makes sense to use the biggest stadiums for this tournament. There's people coming in from the Americas. There's going to be a lot of attendance, basically. But does it disappoint you that there's not more soccer-specific stadiums in the fixtures?
Obviously we don't get to showcase those stadiums. It's disappointing. But, it was foolish to ever think it'd be any other way. That's all I can really say. I feel like we should be playing in soccer-specific stadiums, or at least those that are built for soccer. But it's not going to happen as long as those, if Brazil is playing, if Argentina is playing Chile, there's no way they're gonna go to a stadium with 20,000 seats or 15,000 seats. It's just not going to happen. So,
yeah.
I don't really know what else I can say.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was just interesting. I just wanted to. I was somehow hoping that we could watch a game in Columbus.
We can head to Chicago.
Yeah, Soldier Field has a lot of games. Do we have a
team
in the group stage?
Yeah, the U.S. is playing June 7th.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica. That's a good match.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. It would be cool. We could also go to Philadelphia to see them play Paraguay, since you could see them play Costa Rica in the U.S. every Gold Cup. Not every Gold Cup, but
yeah. Is it not really?
You have more of a chance than seeing them play Paraguay in a competitive tournament.
You can see them play
in the U.S.
You can see them play every Hex. Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying you have a lot. Don't you have a lot more opportunities to play Costa Rica?
I don't want to watch Paraguay, USA. I'd rather watch Costa Rica, USA. Well, this is such a pointless discussion.
No, you just tried to counter me when you said. Okay. Moving on to the FA Cup in England. The quarterfinal stage is set.
Mostly.
Mostly. We still have Hull City versus Arsenal to decide who's going to play Watford. But other than that, Man United versus West Ham, Reading versus Crystal Palace, and Everton versus Chelsea are the fixtures.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on this?
I think the most compelling game is Everton versus Chelsea. I'm not just saying that because I'm an Everton fan. I think, Man United, Manchester United, West Ham is also is an interesting matchup. I think whoever comes out of Everton versus Chelsea wins the tournament. That's my genuine belief. Manchester United not playing so well, just beat Shrewsbury 3-0 today. Reading versus Crystal Palace. Maybe Crystal Palace can go on a dream run. if Arsenal beats Hull, then obviously they always have a chance. But I really do think the winner of Everton-Chelsea is going to win this tournament. Disappointing draw for both those teams, though, you'd have to say. As some of you know, I'm an Everton fan. Was definitely hoping for, anyone but Chelsea. I would have taken Man United, even Arsenal or Hull. Chelsea's playing so well right now. They beat Manchester City 5-1. They just seem to be on fire. And our boy Matt Miazga made the bench this weekend. So.
Yeah, I did see that. Speaking of Everton, there's other news that Tim Howard has recently lost his starting spot as keeper, and he's in talks with clubs in MLS.
I mean, him losing his starting spot was always in the cards. Joel Robles, good run of form, has been better for the last year. Tim Howard has not been great. So that was always going to happen. But, Tim Howard has been linked with the Colorado Rapids for quite some time now. A story came out today that he's demanding $20 million over 4 years for a 37-year-old keeper. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I don't think Colorado wants to do that, to be honest. Tim Howard, he has the name recognition from the World Cup, probably would come and effectively be the best keeper in MLS, you'd have to say. Right? I mean, is there anyone else really, Nick Ramondo's there, Bill Hamid. Yeah, Bill Hamid's injured. I guess when Tim Howard comes, though, Bill Hamid would hopefully be back. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, $5 million a year, like that's Michael Bradley and Jovinko money almost. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of crazy to ask that.
Yeah.
And we don't even know if it'll be viable for MLS in 4 years. I mean, I don't know.
You're right.
It's tough.
I mean, he probably will be, but the keepers in MLS are not that great.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we have other American news in England. Heinemann is getting some interest from top-flight English teams.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know who Emerson Heinemann is, he's a central midfielder for Fulham, played in the U20 World Cup for the U.S. over the summer. Was that this summer? Yeah, it was this summer. Wow, it seems like so long ago. Playing for the U23s right now. Manchester United looks like the favorites to sign him. Heinemann had a falling out with Fulham, has only played 10 matches this year after getting consistent playing time last year, has really been at odds with the club. So it was really, he'll leave on a free transfer most likely. Manchester United wanted him. There are reports that they're going to beat out Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg, Borussia Dortmund. A couple of, I think West Ham was there. So he's a good player, and he's getting a lot of recognition. He's got a bright future in the central of whatever midfield he's playing in, especially the U.S. midfield. And the U.S. central midfield is looking bright for the future. If you have players like Will Trapp, Perry Kitchen, Emerson Heinemann, Gideon Zalhalim, Christian Pulisic can play in the center. Obviously, Michael Bradley's probably going to be there for another 7-8 years if he stays healthy. It's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, did you mention he was 19 years old?
No, but, I mean, he played in the U20 World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah,
he's definitely someone to look out for. All right, moving on. Radamel Falcao is linked with MLS.
Yeah.
I say MLS, but, they do kind of control the transfer.
Yeah, I mean, more specifically linked to Columbus Crew SC. I guess Kai Kamara is in a contract dispute with Columbus. So if they get Falcao, they could deal Kamara. Don't know if that's a good option or whatever Crew SC does, I'll support. So I think it would be great for Crew SC. It'd be great for MLS. Jose Peckerman, the coach for Colombia, says, if as long as his players are playing a competitive league, he'll give them looks. He considers MLS a competitive league with the call up of Fabian Castillo. He's on record as saying that, so it could be good to revive his career, his international career, over the before the Copa America. Also reported that he's willing to look at the MLS offers. Ahead of Chinese offers, even if that means he's getting less money. So it's an interesting development there. In the end, though, money kind of talks. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that if it means getting rid of Kamara, I'm just not sure it's the option. I mean, if he can score in MLS, he can perform that well. I don't know.
I mean...
It's definitely a transfer that MLS would want to happen, but I don't know if it's the right move for QSC.
Yeah, I mean... I'm neutral about it. Whatever happens, like I said, I'll support the team. I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just... Are you saying that, like, you'll support because they're your team, you get behind every decision they make?
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Are you saying because of this specific situation, like, you really wouldn't mind either option?
I mean, I really wouldn't mind either option.
Okay, good. Because, like, okay.
I mean, obviously, I think it'd be exciting to see Falcao. Kai Kamara is a proven option, as you said. So it's a difficult situation. But if I don't know, if Kai Kamara is unhappy, then I mean, obviously Falcao's a wonderful option. So.
Yeah. So sticking in MLS, Obafemi Martins is going to a Chinese club by the name of Shanghai Shenhua. Pretty big loss for Sounders.
Yeah, I mean, they do have Nelson Valdez, he's the Paraguayan striker, to link up with Clint Dempsey. Obviously signed Jordan Morris. Maybe good for him. He'll get more playing time. But yeah, big loss for MLS. I know people say, oh, if I'm a Crew fan, why does it impact MLS? I mean, I get what you're saying. That being said, I'm also a fan of the league. I want to see us retain the best players. I mean, the same people who say that are the people who are like, MLS is not a top tier league. Obviously, it's not. But I mean, if you don't care that we're losing some of our best players, then how are we ever going to get there? You know what I mean? I just don't understand that logic. But he's such a fun player to watch play, and he's been successful in this league for the time he's been here. Really, one of the main reasons to why Seattle has become such a powerhouse, an integral part of that attack. Sort of tapered off this last year. Definitely did not perform as well as he did in 2014. And a pretty low transfer fee, right? $3 million or $5 million, something like that. And I just feel like I don't get it. I don't get why MLS transfer fees are so low. I feel like he's worth way more than that. I mean, Matt Miazga only $5.5 million. I just don't understand. I guess I probably value MLS players higher than actual scouts or whatever, but don't you think $3 million or $5 million, either one of those, that $1 million, doesn't that seem kind of low for you? For a striker of Obafemi Martins' quality?
Well,
I mean, I guess he's kind of older.
The Sounders paid $4 million for him.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't understand.
He's pretty old. I don't know. I mean,
he's like 30.
He definitely could go for higher. He's probably being paid insane wages from like an Obafemi Martins' point of view. So.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see if Seattle brings in another DP during the summer. Yeah.
I personally hope that, Valdez, Morris, and Dempsey can stay the forward so Jordan Morris can get some playing time.
Right.
What do you think over under 15 goals for Morris this year? Actually, that's pretty ambitious.
All competitions?
Let's just say MLS.
MLS? I would say under. I mean, I'd be really happy with like 10 to 12. Like if he got that. I just, I'm optimistic that he'll be a very, very good player. I just stay away from being super optimistic about goals since Josie Altidore went to Sunderland.
How many goals did you say you would have?
Like 15 or 16. Yeah. I mean, you can't act like you weren't high on Josie Altidore after that summer.
No, I mean, yeah, I expected better out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, this is a whole interesting thing do you think the Chinese Super League has surpassed MLS? I think the top level talent maybe.
Yeah, I have. To be honest, I don't think I could tell you because we hear about these big signings, but like MLS has gotten better in terms of just the depth and the squad rotation players. Too.
Right. I would say the average. I don't think you can dispute this at all. The average American player is better than the average Chinese player.
Wait, are we talking about national teams now?
Well, no, but I mean, most of the leagues are Americans. Most of the MLS is Americans. Most of the Chinese league is Chinese.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm saying the average American player is clearly better. We qualify for World Cups in arguably a tougher qualifying tournament. I think so. I think there are better teams in CONCACAF than there are. At least the top teams in CONCACAF are better than the top teams in Asia. And I think the World Cup is a testament to that, the World Cup results. That's what right now makes us better. But, if you're signing players like Jackson Martinez, Ramirez, Alex Teixeira, who are the other ones? They signed Paulinho last year. They're taking Obafemi Martins. These are players in their prime.
Gervinho.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Gervinho.
Yeah. Wait, I think he might be at the same... I think he's at Beijing. Never mind.
And MLS can't compete with these transfer fees. Ramirez, $28.5 million. Alex Teixeira was somewhere like 50, right? Somewhere in the 50s. Atletico Madrid, $45.8 million. MLS is at least at this point is not going to come anywhere near to those types of transfer fees. I am hoping they add the league to FIFA though.
Yeah, that would be cool actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if we're still having this discussion and MLS has that much less money than China, then it's just a testament to how well MLS is doing for what they have right now, and that maybe some of these restrictions that MLS is making it is okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to the Chinese league. We'll see how it plays out, right? If they're able to sustain this type of spending, if they can, eventually lure players, and if better and better players in their prime or when they're younger go, the price tag for subsequent players will be lower, at least in terms of salary, because if there are so many good players there, players will want to eventually play there, right? I definitely think, oh man, I don't want to really say this, but I definitely think that if MLS had the same amount of money as the Chinese league does, if MLS clubs spent the same amount, living in the U.S. is a much more enticing option than living in China, I would say. Agree or disagree?
Yes, I agree.
And that's why players want to come here, right? At the end of their career.
If we had that much money, then we could be competing with European top leagues, I would say, in terms of luring in players even in their prime.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Hopefully, we eventually get there. I don't think this affects MLS too much. I think we've talked about this before. In 20 years, the strongest leagues might be MLS, the Chinese Super League, the Indian Super League. That's where the money is. I'm not saying it'll happen. I'm just saying it's a possibility, especially if some of these European clubs kind of implode and are unable to keep up with the spending. And that's why I really do think that the approach MLS is taking in terms of spending is good. I'd like to see a little bit looser restrictions. I think a little bit of a higher salary cap, maybe going up to $10 million, might be good. It's still around the 4.5 to 5 million area. I think that's just really low. Obviously, that doesn't include DPs, but maybe add a fourth DP. I just think, some of these restrictions, especially this year when we've lost so many really good role players like Jorge Villafana, Juninho, Omar Gonzalez. I don't want to say role players because these are top players at their position in the league, but not the big name players. Having that fourth DP spot, being able to maybe shell out some more money. I know they added targeted allocation money, may be beneficial for the league, and I know that's something we were both hoping for in the last collective bargaining agreement. We both wanted a fourth DP, and I think a lot of fans wanted that, but obviously that didn't happen. I think we're doing fine. I really do.
They did open up a spot in between a DP and a regular player, right?
Yeah, that's the targeted allocation money. It's kind of the TAM rule.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, really, if we get some of our billionaires, American billionaires, to invest in MLS clubs, maybe we can do this. Get Bill Gates on the phone. Does Bill Gates own a share of Seattle? I feel like he does. Isn't that why Xbox is a sponsor? I mean, I know he doesn't work for Microsoft anymore, but I don't know. Drew Carey does. Drew Carey owns a stake in Seattle. Obviously, Robert Kraft owns
Paul Allen.
Yeah. Okay. So he really?
Yeah, he has a thing in Sounders, I think.
Okay. I just want an owner who's willing to just spend. Obviously, the NYCFC owners have money.
Do you want one team to have a ton of money? I mean, I guess that would be better. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
What I was going to say before is that when you said in 20 years that Premier League teams might implode, now my prediction is that you're right. It's going to become less financially viable because these teams are overspending. But I think at that point, the FAA is going to turn more, or let's just use the Premier League for an example. The FAA will turn more into what the MLS is, and they're going to have to start helping out the clubs and linking, because the demand is too high for the Premier League to not be a top league at that point.
Okay. Do you think they'll have more restrictions on non-English players? I think that's a possibility. Another thing we didn't talk about was the Premier League's new logo type thing, where it can change colors for the jerseys. Did you see that?
No.
I mean, what does that sound like to you? What league did that first? MLS.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think they could put more restrictions on foreign-based players.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now the restrictions are mainly just passport issues,
right.
Not actual.
Well, I mean, okay, you look at the top team. I mean, Leicester has English players. They have Jamie Vardy. I mean, Drinkwater is English, maybe.
I think so.
You have Manchester City. You have Raheem Sterling, Joe Hart. United, not really a top team. Arsenal, you have Jack Wilshere, Theo Walcott, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I mean, Kieran Gibbs. But players, that... Welbeck. But, I mean, still, they're not the stars of their teams, right?
Right, yeah.
Liverpool, you have a couple more. You have James Milner. I mean, Jordan Henderson. I mean, really, you look at teams like Everton, they have a lot of English players, a lot of players who will play for the English team. John Stones, Leighton Baines, Phil Jagielka, Ross Barkley. So, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, why don't we move into the top 5 Americans abroad, a weekly segment where my brother breaks down the top 5 American performances by coaches or players in Europe. Or not in Europe, just abroad.
Yeah, it could be Mexico. Not a great weekend. Last weekend was much better, but we didn't get to talk about it. And even midweek was better. But at number 5, we have Bob Bradley, Le Havre. The team he's coaching in Ligue 2 got a huge 1-0 win over Créteil. Oh my, I'm not even trying. I know. I I haven't taken French in, like, a long time. So, you know...
Not even French. I mean, Ligue 2 sides are
okay,
ones that we should all be familiar with.
So, Bob Bradley's team, Le Havre, is currently in 4th place, just 2 points from a promotional spot. So, good for him. Number 4, Paul Arriola, another U20 player, came on for Club Tijuana in the 86th minute and had an assist, the equalizing assist, and, you know, in a 1-1 draw versus Morelia, right? You know Spanish.
That's how I would guess it, yeah.
Morelia. I mean, Spanish is pretty straightforward, but...
if there was an accent, it would be Morelia.
Yeah, but there's no accent. Why would you even say that? If there was an accent on the O, it'd be Morelia. I mean, what? We can have hypothetical accents all day.
Okay, I was just trying to map it out in my head. Just go on. Number 3.
Number 3, William Yarbrough. The goalkeeper, a goalkeeper many forget about, probably should be in the picture for the U.S. national team, especially with Bill Hamid's injury, the demise of Guzan and Tim Howard. Started and made only one save, but it was a 5-1 win over Toluca. Club Leon currently in 2nd place in Liga MX. Number 2, Edgar Castillo. Started, he played the full 90, went the full 90 minutes, and scored a goal, the left back, in Monterrey's 5-1 victory versus Veracruz. Edgar Castillo, a player we forget, probably done with the U.S. national team, but never know. You never know. And then number 1, Christian Pulisic, the one we all love, played the first half in Borussia Dortmund's 1-0 win. Wait, let me rephrase that. He started and played a half in Borussia Dortmund's 1-0 win versus Bayer Leverkusen. Unfortunately, only played one half, but it's great to see him play. Jurgen Klinsmann said he's not sure if he's ready, if Christian Pulisic is ready for the full national team. Not going to say I disagree, but, I mean, he's played in 5 matches in the Bundesliga right now, and you called up a college kid, like, a year ago.
And Bobby Wood.
But Bobby Wood's playing and scoring goals, Sahil. At least he's playing at a professional level.
Okay, but didn't Jordan Morris went to the U.S. national team and scored goals?
I mean, okay, but...
And we always knew that he played for Sounders.
I mean, how... I just don't understand the contradictory nature of his comments. Like, I really do not understand it.
Oh, no, yeah, you just call it...
That's what I'm talking about.
Has he ever made the fans happy before?
No, but, like, how can you rationalize calling up Julian Green to a World Cup, but say Christian Pulisic might not be ready?
Do you think it would make us more comfortable if you just told us that Julian Green went to, like, so that he would play for the U.S. instead of Germany?
No, that'd be awful. I don't think you can come out and say that.
I mean, that's probably it then. He probably can't rationalize.
No, yeah, I know. That's true. That's true. That's true. Any comments on my top 5? Agree, disagree?
I mean, you weren't lying when you said this is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, true.
There's only one goal on this list, and it's by a player who's probably not going to break back into the U.S. national team. And
I mean, last week we had Bobby Wood, Aaron Schoenfeld scoring his 2nd goal in a row. I think Miguel Ibarra scored. Bedoya was getting assists. Fabian Johnson scored last week. But we didn't have a pod, so.
I mean,
it's just it was a lull. I mean, in an overall good few weeks for Americans abroad, not a great weekend. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting to see if we can see Pulisic start in more games.
Yeah.
I think if he's not starting in Royce's position, then he might be able to get some more playing time. But it's just cool, to see Royce coming on for him. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Pulisic, exciting player. I mean, I'm just excited, man. I want to see him.
Are we going to get a Bob Bradley spot in the top 5 every time he wins?
No, what are you saying? I haven't had him on for, like, weeks.
No. Okay, at least 2 podcasts ago.
No.
Which is 3 weeks ago.
No. Okay, Sahil. I mean, who had a better weekend? Fabian Johnson played 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch Fabian Johnson play, but if you read into it, he might have Just because he didn't have an assist or a goal, he might have had a better game than, like...
Yeah, but Bob Bradley, I mean, he's moving up. He's close to promotion.
Okay. I guess.
I just want, it's also good to keep the fans updated on Bob Bradley.
Yeah, because he's not... Okay.
I don't think unless he like wins the league or something, I don't think he'll ever be higher than 5. Maybe he will. I don't know. Don't hold me to that.
I feel like he already has been higher than 5.
I don't think so.
When he signed for Le Havre.
No, I really don't think that was...
Okay, we'll have to go back.
I mean, I was contemplating putting Matt Miazga there because he made the bench. I mean, which,
Actually, I can't wait for a Premier League review show where we go back and look at our...
I just think, it's a little bit unfair, but Fabian Johnson, because of the form he's on, not scoring a goal or having an assist, a direct assist, I think kind of hurts him. You know
Did
what
he
I mean?
have a hockey assist?
I can't remember if it was this week or last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look forward to this segment again next week. Before we go, we have to talk about the amazing sports apparel brand named Ambitious Strike. If you want to check out their merchandise, then go to ambitiousstrike.com. If you want to get 15% off on your entire purchase, then enter the code BROTHERS at checkout. It's a great deal. It helps you. It helps us. It helps Ambitious Strike.
Yep, go check out ambitiousstrike.com. The link is always in the description. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we apologize for making a podcast last week. My brother and I were both out of town.
For not making a podcast.
That's what I said.
You said for making a podcast.
No, I think I just cut out because you cut out for a second too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is why when I asked you on that Carlos Mejica show whether you're excited to be filming right next to me, you should have said yes.
Yeah, I mean, we don't film, but sure.
Okay, whatever. We have an email for this podcast. It's soccerbrotherspodcast@gmail.com. We also have a Twitter. That's at soccerbrotherspod.
We also have an Instagram. We also have an Instagram at soccerbrotherspod.
Okay, I can mention... Yeah.
You never... Just mention it with Twitter. They're both the same handle.
Okay. Our Twitter and Instagram is at soccerbrotherspod. Our brother's Twitter is at Big Time Brownie. Mine's at ASR_Sahil. Wait, now do I need to mention our individual Instagrams?
No.
We're on Google Play. Review and rate us on iTunes. Comment, follow us on SoundCloud. We're on Facebook, too.
All social medias. Follow us everywhere.
All relevant social medias. We're on.
Follow Ambitious Strike as well on Twitter.
At ambitious_strike, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we good?
I apologize. I was pretty poor in this episode.
The most important thing is the U.S. Women's National Team is going to Brazil, man. We are going to Brazil. We are going to Brazil. You're not going to join me?
Point.
We are going to Brazil. God, I love that song.
The Olympics are in Brazil. No, I mean, I just thought of the connection. I was wondering why you were singing it before this podcast. I wasn't exactly sure. I just thought you were kind of reminiscent of...
Oh, okay.
But I feel like we need to start... I feel like we shouldn't mention the World Cup anymore. I feel like we need to move past it now.
The previous World Cup?
Yeah, the men's World Cup. We can still talk about the Women's World Cup. I mean, we won it, and it was more recent. But...
Yeah, well, we have the Copa America. We have the Olympics for the men's and women's. It's going to be exciting summer.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we still have to finish off the rest of the European seasons, and MLS is starting, so there's that too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's going to be so much that happens in between then. We have Champions League games this week. We're going to cover those for you.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to do predictions?
Okay, fine. We can do quick predictions.
Let's just do Barcelona-Arsenal.
The other game's good, too.
What, Juventus, Bayern?
Yeah. Okay, fine. So Arsenal versus Barcelona at home, Tuesday at 2:45. I'm going to say Arsenal 1, Barcelona 1.
I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to pick Arsenal. Or to, even pick a draw, but I just don't, I don't know. I feel like the front three is too good. I'm gonna go 2-2 draw, though. I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
Okay. And yeah. Juventus hosts Bayern Munich. Juventus had their first draw. I think they ended a 15-game winning streak, only in Serie A with a 0-0 draw in the weekend. I still think that they'll give Bayern a fight, but I'm going to say Bayern wins on the road 3-1.
Yeah, I was going to say 3-0.
What? I mean, I guess not that big of a difference. It's kind of disrespecting Serie A.
No. Not at all. Honestly, not at all. I think right now Juventus is focused on securing a Champions League spot and getting back into the league title or the Scudetto lead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bayern Munich has all but locked up a title at this point.
That's true.
So, yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap up the episode. We'll see you next week.
Yep. See you next week.